This is the story of a boy. A very special boy. Golden Films presents Sonny. He's a boy who laughs. A boy who cries. And then learns to laugh again. Before falling into the bailing machine. Sonny, the film for everyone who can't stand precocious American brats.
Welcome to another edition of Who Dares Wins. And tonight we'll be looking at the subject of brain death, or to use its medical title, Dempsey and Makepeace.
But tonight it's the Who Dares Wins holiday special, and we have some very exciting news on the prices war from one travel firm, and they will pay you £2,000 to go to Cardiff. And you pay them £3,000 to come back. But where are the bargains? Rory?
Well, Phil has just returned from a culinary expedition of North Africa. Phil, any horror stories about the food?
No complaints at all, Rory. I mean, very good seafood, excellent wine, and, of course, delicious couscous. In fact, frankly, quite often I find it really hard to leave the restaurants.
But how can you afford to get to the West Indies this winter? Well, there are two options open to you. First, you can try and get picked for the England cricket team. And second, you could become Princess Margaret's boyfriend. The advantage of the second one is that you get a reduction for group bookings. Now, Tony, what about the pensioners?
What about them, Jim?
Any good news for them on the holiday front?
No.
Good. Rory?
And later on, we'll be previewing the new Walt Disney cartoon film, which is about a cuddly deer that napalms Vietnam. And that's called Bambo.
I don't know. Have you ever thought that it would be a good idea if we sort of experimented a bit?
You know, it's funny, but, well, I did think it would be a bit of a turn-on if, no, it's too embarrassing.
Well, I'd do anything. I mean, I'd dress up.
No. Well, it's just that if you pretended to be...
I know. As a nurse.
No.
A nun.
No. Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher?
Yeah, the Prime Minister.
Yeah, I know who Margaret Thatcher is.
Well, you said whatever pleased me.
Yeah, I know, I did. I just, well, I haven't got anything to wear. I mean, if I nipped out to CNA's, perhaps I could...
No. You don't have to dress up. Just be like her. Sexually. Just be her.
Right. I don't really know where to start.
Scold me.
You're a very naughty boy. There is no alternative.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, more.
The lady is not for turning.
Oh, God! Oh, no, do the voice.
Rejoice.
Oh!
Rejoice.
Oh! Now walk up and down on me.
Rejoice. You're just
Benjamin, baby, Benjamin!
I can't do this. I'm sorry, I can't do this. It's really upsetting.
What's wrong?
It's perverted.
It's not perverted.
It's not normal to have someone walk all over you while they just lie there and take it.
The whole She likes it like that! No, I'm sorry. Look, I'm being selfish, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Hey, look, I'll tell you what, we'll do your fantasy, okay? I'll be anybody you want.
Well, actually, there is someone.
Yeah.
I find him really sexy.
Who?
Cecil Parkinson. I'd really like it if you could be like Cecil Parkinson.
All right.
Where are you going?
To screw my secretary.
With me now is Detective Inspector Brian Anstey.
Good evening.
And tonight we'll be asking the key question. How predictable and accurate is the police breath test? Well, in order to do this, we required a guinea pig to consume a bottle of scotch. But unfortunately, the RSPCA objected, so I did it instead. Just before the show. Now, how sure can you be that I am or not over the limit?
Well, Rory, with our new highly sophisticated test, pretty certain. Now, how do you feel now, by the way?
I'm not drunk.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm not drunk. I'm perfectly sober.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid you've already failed the first test, you see.
What's that?
The only drunks keep saying I'm not drunk test.
Could I be convicted on that?
No, not on that alone. We would require a second test, such as this one.
Ah, who Blanca? I'm just a bird.
Yes, I'm afraid that test is also positive.
What's that?
Well, you couldn't resist joining in with the appallingly catchy holiday hit. Next test, blow into that, would you?
Right.
Well, you're obviously pissed. Right. Test number 4 is your girlfriend here.
No.
Can't try that test then.
No, actually, she left me. I mean, I still love her, but it's just that people aren't the way they are. They're the way they should be.
And you've also failed the sentimental old bore test.
See, the thing is, my friend, Julia, could you...
Chief Inspector. So we were talking about drink. I suppose drugs must pose an even greater problem.
Indeed, Julia, and that's why we've introduced a new, highly efficient method of drug detection.
Oh.
Hendricks!
This is Hendricks.
Yes, now, Hendricks is a sniffer hippie. Allow us to illustrate. Go, boy. Go, boy. Go, boy. Go, boy. Where's the stash, man? Now, when it comes to drug detection, Hendricks is quite infallible. The only problem is he keeps getting stuck up Keith Richards' nose.
Oh, wow, nice.
He's got one. He's got one.
Well, our special guest tonight is a very familiar face on your television screens. A reporter, presenter, investigative journalist, and commentator on international and current affairs. Would you welcome, please, Mr. Jonathan Dimbleby? Jonathan, first of all, many thanks for coming on the show. It's a great honour to have you here.
It's very nice to be here. Thank you for asking me.
Now, Jonathan, when you're doing one of your reports, like from some war-torn place, like, well, let's say Beirut in Lebanon, you're in the middle of a very, very real situation.
Yeah, it can be very difficult because there are a great many factions. It's difficult to identify them. They're firing at each other a lot, and it's very easy, therefore, to get things wrong and to misunderstand what's happening.
Right. I'm sure one question we'd all like to hear answered is, where do you stay?
Where do I stay? In a hotel.
Yeah, but you don't stay in one of those hotels you see on the news, all the walls caving in and all the frogs leaking in.
No, you certainly don't, because obviously if you did, you wouldn't be able to do your work.
Oh, I see. So you stay in a hotel away from the trouble?
Well, a little bit away from trouble,
I
yes,
see.
because then you
You get in your helicopter, you jet in for 10 minutes, do your bit of rabbit, then it's back to your place with jacuzzi and large gin and tonic, is it?
Actually, it isn't quite as simple as that. Because reporting is a rather...
Jonathan, tell me this. Do you have a double room?
we have a double room? Most hotels have double rooms, don't they now?
Ooh, do they? I'm afraid I wouldn't know.
Like, this is really...
I suppose you have a double room in case you get lucky in the cocktail lounge. Is that the idea?
Really, look, I thought we were going to be talking about...
Hang on, while on the
reporting
subject, why is it all you guys have suntans? That Jon Snow, he's always on the news. He's always got a suntan. Now, like, he's doing the reports on snowdrifts in Red Square in Moscow, and he's got a suntan. Out of bottles he put on the night before, you know, the ones that make you look like a tandoori chicken in the morning.
I have absolutely no idea. What I do know is that Jon Snow is a very good reporter, and reporting is what I thought we were going to be talking about. Is quite a difficult job and has nothing to do with suntans, frankly.
All you need, it strikes me, is a microphone and a safari jacket. Come on, Jonathan, how many O-levels you got?
Well, if you really want to know, 12.
12? That's a bit of a waste, isn't it? I mean, let's face it, you only need geography, so you know where you are. And, OK, perhaps you need a couple of phrases of Arabic, like, you know, where's the nearest swimming pool, or how much do you want for your sister?
No, I'm sorry, this has really gone too far. I'm not going to sit here and just be insulted by you.
I'm sorry, Nate. No, honestly, sit down, please. Sorry. I've got a geography O-level. Go on, ask me any capital. Tell me a country. Tell me a country, and I'll tell you the capital of it. Go on. France, Paris, Yugoslavia, Belgrade, Bulgaria, Sofia. Go on.
Very well. Swaziland.
I'm not knocking you, Jonathan, because you're more intelligent than most of them. I mean, I know a lot of those guys, because I did an interview for a job over there in current affairs. They asked me lots of questions.
Yes.
Yeah, modern politics. They asked me about the Northern Ireland problem.
Did they? I expect you came up with a solution as well.
Yeah, I said they should play with two old-fashioned wingers. They've got McIlroy in midfield. They can just move the game up forward. They can cross that ball into the centre.
I imagine you did not get the job.
No, well, you know how it is. My face didn't fit. Well, actually, my safari jacket didn't fit. I think...
Look, you go on and on about safari jackets. It has nothing to do with safari jackets. I thought we were going to talk about reporting.
Obviously, I've touched a very sore nerve, so better leave that. But before you go, Jonathan, one question I'm sure would like to hear answered. What is the capital of Swaziland?
If you really want to know, it's Mbabane.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Dimbleby.
No matter what your sport, hobby, or pastime, you'll find there's an Arrow shoe for you. Arrow shoes for all walks of life.
And I believe that the things that made America great should keep America great. Democracy, liberty, freedom of choice, and Wrangler jeans.
Welcome back to Who Dares Wins. And later on, live by satellite, President Reagan will be showing us the most enjoyable way to stuff a turkey.
Should the unthinkable ever happen, could life on Earth continue in any form, we present the Lunchtime After.
Yesterday, all my troubles seemed far away. Now it looks as though they're here to
and
stay.
the end of all intelligent life as we know it. But now, Dave Lee Travis.
Morning, Chalky.
Morning, Noggy. A bit late this morning, aren't you, Noggy? I nearly give up one of the cow calf.
Yeah, I'm afraid the destruction of all human civilization on the planet delayed me a bit.
Oh, what?
Yeah, and you had to change the lager. Oi, steady on now. We haven't got a singing licence. Irish.
Cheers, Noggy.
Cheers, mate.
Anyone want a copy of War Cry?
No thanks. Bloody Sally Army.
Yeah. I've got to go back and check the stock, Chalky. The peanut man's coming later. Janet, come and look after the bar a minute, will you?
Morning, Janet.
And the pools panel is in operation again today.
Morning, Timbo.
Morning, boys. Nice pint of special and a packet of peanuts, please, Janet.
No peanuts, I'm afraid, run out. But the peanut man's due later on.
Well then, Timbo, things that go bump in the night, eh?
Well, I knew something up, you see. About 2 weeks back, my next-door neighbour, he's high up in the civil service in the Ministry of Defence. Well, 2 weeks back, he starts whitewashing his windows. Although I thought he hadn't done that since he had those young lads round for singing lessons.
She's a bit slow, isn't she, Noggy?
Yeah, not as slow as Lil, though.
Oh, she was slow.
Nice body, though.
Ah, I saw bits of it this morning.
What about this bloody Holocaust, then, eh?
I blame Scargill.
Still, every mushroom cloud has a silver lining.
How's that?
The jukebox is packed in.
Bloody nuclear war.
Still, it's not the end of the world, is it?
That's a good one.
Very funny.
Oh, hang on, Nuggy. Here's your peanut man, look.
Morning, peanut man.
Oh, no! This is ridiculous! Come on, we're supposed to be doing a hard sketch that condemns the nuclear warfare and... I mean, look, given what's happened in Geneva over the last few weeks, it's not our bloody doorsteps, Rory. All you can do is pathetic little jokes about it. I mean, some bloke coming in dressed as a peanut. Betty, how low can you get?
What is the problem?
You know bloody well what the problem is. We're just perpetuating the old ruling class myth that life can just carry on after a nuclear war. It's pathetic.
I understand,
You
Tony.
don't understand.
Tony, look into my eyes. It's the peanut costume, isn't it?
No?
You wanted to be the peanut.
You did. Well, it's just that I've never played a peanut before. I've never played any sort of nut, actually.
Hang on. Weren't you in Hazel?
Hang on, Tony. Didn't you play a coconut in Mutiny on the Bounty?
It's not terrifically funny, actually,
Hey,
Jimmy.
Tony, weren't you in the title role of She Stoops to Conquer?
Conquer!
And now it's competition time, and you'll remember last week we asked which of these four is the odd one out. Gorgonzola, Camembert, Cheddar, and Birmingham. And the answer is, of course, C, Cheddar. It's the only one that doesn't smell disgusting.
Let's play chess with the Deputy Leader of Liverpool Council, Derek Hatton.
Okay, comrade. Get out of this one.
You sure you want to do that, Derek?
What's your problem?
If you move your queen there, I'll take it and I'll have checkmate.
Oh yeah. According to you. But in my book, this is a radical, progressive move.
Ah, but
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I will endure any hardship on my road to ultimate victory.
Please yourself. Checkmate.
You cheating friggin' bastard! Just pinch my queen, give it back here.
No, I told you, it's checkmate.
It's not!
Yes, it is.
It's not, because I refuse to accept the validity of the concept of checkmate my move.
You can't win.
I can't win because of the bloody system. Just like our council football team can't win because of the bloody system.
They can't win because you told them they can't play with a goalkeeper.
Look, a goalkeeper is a compromise. You bloody class traitor, you moderate, Kinnockite, short ass.
Cabbage head.
Cabbage head? What the best you can do? Some bloody socialist you are.
The producers of this programme wish to make it quite clear that the term cabbage head is in no way a derogatory reference to the Right Honourable Sir Geoffrey Howe. And we apologise for any confusion this may have caused.
Well, it's horoscope time now on Who Dares Wins. Excuse me. There you go. Yes, okay. Right, thank you. Complaint about the Sir Geoffrey Howe cabbage joke.
What? From Sir Geoffrey Howe?
No, from a cabbage.
As we said, it's astrology time, and the astrological news this week is that Saturn has moved into the house of Aries while his place is being redecorated.
That's all there is to it, Miss Singh. If you claim you're entering Britain as a bride, then you have to undergo the virginity test. You understand? All right. We're ready for you now, Nixon. So, Miss Singh, notice anything unusual?
Is he picking you up after work? Uh-huh. Where did you meet him? I met him in a court of law. He lost his license till 2004. He had to sell his bike, but when he bought a trike, that's when I fell for the electric leader of the He was a leader of a gang of four who did their best to break the law. Once they held up a bar, but usually they held up cars. Oh, how I love you, electric leader of the pack. One day my dad said, find someone new. I had to tell my guy we were through. That's when he turned mean, but still energy conscious, ecologically sound and clean. Sorry I hurt you, electric leader of the pack. The last time I saw him, I begged him to go slow. I'll always remember that day. What happened? I'll just never know. He didn't break, is what they say. Look out! And so he died, and in a trice, he ended up in paradise. And now St. Peter and his mates race Clive around the pearly gates. Though Jesus wins on roller skates, goodbye.